Hello, my name is Tina Scott, and I'm recording this just because I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube on how to produce strawberries from runners. I have already cut the runners off my strawberry pot, which is out there. I'll take you to that too real fast. It's out here in my yard, and this is it. Last year I got it pretty late in the season, so I laid it out so it can go ahead, germinate, do whatever it had to do over the winter. I did not take it in the house. I figured God don't remove plants and set them nowhere, neither will I. So I let them sit out here. I came out the following year, and the leaves are still here. This one here bent from the wind, but it's still alive, and so did this one over here. But I have finally started getting my strawberries. This one here is the first one. It's the very first one that grew. It's 6 on this one stem right here, and this just flowered overnight. I never see it when it flower. I noticed that they'll be like this one day, and you come out, well, it was smaller than that. That one is about to open up also. By tomorrow, it will be just like that. So I have my 4 strawberries that already started growing here. And I noticed as soon as I added live worms, I put earthworms or bloodworms down in here. I gave it a few dead fish that died in my aquarium and some scraps from the house. I put them inside of here so the worms can feed on it, and the plants grow from the worms' manure and everything else instead of putting food in here. That's what I use, and as soon as I started doing that, that's when they started blooming. So I have been putting plant food in here, but it never did anything, even since last year, up until I put scraps, dead fish, and the worms so they can eat all that in here. I saw that on someone's channel. And down here I have ginger that started and lemon seeds that I just put in there. But back to the strawberries. I cut the runners off because they say when you cut the runners off, you'll get the strawberry fast. I'll update that. But I did not cut. I cut a few off, cut a few of the runners off just days ago to see if they will grow in here, if they will grow outside. How can I get them to, I wanted to cut all these runners off so I can get the strawberries for this year, but I also wanted these to save these. So I put some runners out there, and the runners that I put out here in this pot, I put some in the strawberry pot. They died the same day, and I also planted some here, and they died also. It's just no good. They didn't do anything. So this one still is alive. It's more than likely have roots that's growing, but that will die out. It will be okay. Then I tried cutting some and leaving them in the house because it's summertime. It's pretty cold in the house. Instead of doing them the original way they told her, which was up here, which pot would actually last. I did different things with all of them. This one here, well, let me start. This one over here, which they're doing fine, had algae and moss in here. So I put one in here, see how that will work. But I also use some, this is eggshells and lemon water. This is, I made some lemon water for the plants. I use a bit of that in each one of these. This one took a while for me to plant, not doing too good, but the roots seem to be doing fine that's in there. Actually, you look real good. I have roots growing. And I said once they start, I was going to go ahead and plant it. I'm going to leave this in here for another day because they grow very fast. The one here I planted 2 days ago. Just 2 days ago, so I have no roots in that one yet. not yet. But I also wanted to see how this would do, being as though it's in a darker container. This one, the roots are growing in here too. And I planted these the same day as I did the rest. But there are roots in there. If you can see them, they are roots growing. This one, however, this is lavender. I had a lavender plant. The lavender died out. I cut pieces of it. I just soaked it in this water for months. I decided to see how they would do inside the lavender. Now this, compared to all the rest of them, you see this? It's like I didn't cut it off the runner off the plant out there at all. They are living perfect. The rest of them, even though the roots are still growing, the leaves are not doing good. This one is doing okay, and this one is too. This one, but that one died out. So some of them are doing much better than others, but this one here, all of them, the roots and the leaves are doing great. But I looked inside of here, and I'm getting ready to go plant this outside, and this is the reason why. This is the reason why. This is what I've been waiting on. The roots. And they grew so fast. It haven't even been a week. So you need roots to actually plant them in the ground. You just can't cut the runners off. This is the part that I cut off. And this is the part you want to start growing, because this is the part you have to plant. You see these things down here? That's where you want that's where the roots grow from. But they're hard. They're very hard. They won't do anything if you don't do anything with them. So now I have this bundle that I have to get done and try to plant these real fast before the seasons and stuff change. Even if it change, I'll bring them in the house and finish growing the strawberries. This time the runners come in, but I'll leave that one out there outside. And I just wanted everyone to know, if you have strawberries, because I was about to do it the same way they said do it. If you have strawberries, you leave the runners on the plant. Just get a little small plastic bag with some cotton. You put it in there, put a little bit of water, and you put this part in there till you get roots. Well, that's not true. Even though everything you look at on YouTube seems to have the same thing, and that's how they're getting their roots to grow. I actually proved to you that the roots grow not even being out there. Didn't think they would do so well, but they seem to have done good, especially in this lavender. I don't know why they grew so well inside of this lavender water, but it does. And I'm looking at the top of it now. Is the reason why I just went to check it, because I seen little nasty stuff at the top. I don't want that to happen. I don't want anything to die out, so I'm going to rinse this out real well. Put some more, see, the stuff that's, yeah, that would just rotten your plant. The stuff like that is no good for your plants. Ah, wow. It's a few of them that could come out now. I have another one as soon as I find out, what is it, 2? Which one is that? Oh, the roots are growing on there, but it's not ready because they're still brown. So I was wrong. I don't want to bother anything till it's the right time. Oh, okay, so we have a root back here. It seems roots are actually growing in here, and I just don't know which is which. There we go. You have a root growing on here, but it still has to sit a while because it's not quite ready, but it is growing. They are growing. They're just growing slower than the ones that were in here. So I'm going to take this lavender and put it in here and put a lot of them in here to grow more faster is my plan. Hey, yeah, that's going in the ground also. And I have another one over there that's, yeah, they're ready to go. But I don't know. I really want that to get like this. So, yeah, I'm not taking it out yet. I can wait. I'm patient. But next year I will have a lot of strawberries. You grow so many of these roots on one runner. I don't want to make this too long, but that was my point, just showing you that you are able to cut the runners and still plant these and get roots. The most important thing is using the lemon water and the egg water, which smells terrible. It's horrible, and I'm quite sure that's the reason why this foam is on the top of here, because I didn't rinse the eggs off real good before I put them in this bottle, and that's what's going on. Please rinse your eggs first. Rinse your eggs first. Set them in there. Let it sit for a month and more. You have to let it sit because you need the calcium. Or you can just take the shells, actually take the shells and plant them in your yard. And before I leave, I do want to show you this. These are the worms that I use. They're in my refrigerator. There's another plant in there. I tried different things to see which will grow, and I have another strawberry plant running inside the refrigerator. But I put these in my drawer, and they're sealed real good. None can crawl out and get in your refrigerator. I dedicate this just to my aquariums that I have here, which I'm cleaning my tanks now, but I focused in on something else. So I have a lot of aquariums, a lot of fish, lots and lots of fish. I have 12 tanks, and this is my hobby, my love, my peace, my quiet when I'm hurting real bad, because I have degenerate disc disease and was paralyzed and just had surgery March 12th, which I was really damaged from. But this is the reason why I buy the worms, and this is what they look like. Yes, and let me give you this, because these people are so nice. If you can see that. This is where I go to get these worms. And they're cheap. They're very cheap. Here they go. This is what I buried in the yard. So, they're eating all the table scraps that I put in the yard. And they're producing waste, which helps plants to grow. And I hope and pray to help you. I'm a beginner, and it seems like everything that I do blossoms. I haven't had failures too much on anything, except I didn't know what I was doing with the lavender. That's the only thing that really died on me. My pothos, they're in the house, they're outside in the yard, they're in my fish tank. They do so well in the tanks. I'm just trying to show the plants for people that's interested in plants. They grow very well. That was just a little stem group. It's the lighting. You need the light actually to make the plants grow real good. And this I did on my own. They were just little babies when I planted them, and now I have a nice planted tank. And all these are done for me. You put the newbie, oh gosh, what's the name of these plants? I'll get back with you with that, and connect them to the driftwood. Eventually the roots connect on and lock in real good. I have to do some cleaning in here. And this is actually the pothos over there. They seem to be growing inside the tank, in which they say they're not underwater. They're not for aqua escapes. But yeah, mine's growing in there, so that's not true. This is it. And it's growing not in the soil, but it's growing on just hanging there, and it's doing fine. And there's another one back here. But so they do grow. I don't know why mine's is growing. I don't know why they say they don't grow in there, but mine's is. And I don't have it in the soil. The roots are just growing, shooting out of it. Back to strawberries. I pray that helped you out. Everything that I showed you, yes, and one more. I said I didn't want to make this too long, and once you start talking, you just keep on talking, I guess. And to see if this was a success, I had this sitting in the water, also in the refrigerator, and from the looks of it, they'll grow. These are just starting to sprout, but they're growing slow inside the refrigerator. So, and the leaves are still alive. So I guess, I don't know how long this will be. I'll wait and see. I'll leave this in there because the leaves are doing well. And I have a experiment going on with my runners. So hopefully soon they'll get a little long. But they are sprouting. You can see it inside the bag. Let me see if I can get a good picture of them. If you can see it, but they are growing just slower than the rest, much slower than the rest. Anyway, if you like this, please press like, subscribe to my channel, and what am I missing? Comments are always welcome. Please, no nasty comments. I don't read them. If it sound wrong in the beginning, I'm not going to know what the rest of it is because I'll start reading. If you have anything that can help me with growing these runners, please leave comments. If there's anything I can do to help you, comments once again. Thank you.